mark the second sum as IMP. Now the fixed pulley is driven by 100 kg mass. That means this is the effort, 100 kg F is the effort. And it's a fixed pulley. Fixed pulley has a velocity ratio of 1. And mechanical advantage also of 1, assuming that there is efficiency of 100%. It is falling at the rate of 8 meters in 4 seconds. So if the displacement of the effort is 8 meters, then the displacement of the load will also be 8 meters. It lifts a load of 75 kgf. Question number 1, what is the power input? Now power input is the work input upon time. And the work input means the work we have done, that is the effort into displacement of effort. You see work formula is F into S. So here the force applied by us is called effort, and the displacement is the displacement of the effort. That means how much did we pull the string down. Effort is given as 100 kg, that is 100 kgf. But the value of G has been given. Indirectly the value of G is given as 10. So it's 1000 Newton. The effort is 1000 Newton. Displacement of effort is 8 meters and time is 4 seconds. So the power input is 2000 watt. Next they've asked us to find efficiency. Now we know the velocity ratio is 1. But here clearly the load is less than the effort. So the mechanical advantage will not be equal to the velocity ratio. It will be less than 1, 0.75. And then we can find the efficiency by the formula, which is 75%. If you want to write the answer in a decimal value, you may. And finally, they want the displacement of the load. Now, since velocity ratio is 1, and the formula of velocity ratio is displacement of effort upon displacement of load. And the displacement of effort was 8 meters, so cross multiply, displacement of load is also 8 meters. Remember, mechanical advantage formula is load upon effort. The mechanical advantage formula is not displacement of effort upon displacement of load. That is velocity ratio's formula. We can say that mechanical advantage is equal to dE upon dL only if efficiency is 100%. So the second sum was IMP. Now the fourth sum. In a block and tackle system consisting of 3 pulleys. So you can imagine there will be 2 pulleys which are fixed in the upper block and 1 pulley movable in the lower block. Also velocity ratio will be 3 and mechanical advantage will be 3, that is equal to number of pulleys, assuming that efficiency is 100%. Since they've given the load and effort, let's calculate the mechanical advantage, which indeed comes out to be 3. So the efficiency is 100%. Now the sixth sum. First of all, we need to complete this diagram. It's a 5 pulley block and tackle system. So you just have to draw figure 3.25. Make sure you draw all the strings in the textbook itself. Since they've given space, no need to draw it in your tuition book. Just draw it in the textbook. But the solving of B, C, D part has to be done. If the load is raised by 1 meters, what distance will the effort move? Since this is a force multiplier, the speed will be less. That means the effort will have to move a lot to lift the load by 1 meter. And how much? You can guess. Since there are 5 pulleys, effort has to be pulled by 5 meters. But we'll have to show the calculations. So first of all, velocity ratio is equal to number of pulleys, which is 5. So using the formula, we get displacement of effort is 5 meters. Write the final statement. That is, the distance the effort will have to move is 5 meters. In Charlie, they've asked number of strands of tackle supporting the load. Well, obviously that is equal to the number of pulleys, that is 5. And in delta, what is the mechanical advantage? Well, since they have not mentioned anything about efficiency, we have to assume it to be 100%. So mechanical advantage is equal to velocity ratio, which is equal to 5. Now in the 8th question, again we have to complete the diagram. So this time you have to draw it in the textbook itself, referring to figure 3.26. There are 4 pulleys, 2 fixed and 2 movable. There are 4 strands of tackle supporting the load, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the mechanical advantage will be 4 and the efficiency will be 100%. If the mechanical advantage is equal to velocity ratio, which is also 4. In the diagram, make sure you draw all the arrows. So bravo, what is the velocity ratio? Well, it is 4. How are the load and the effort of the pulley system related? Well, since mechanical advantage is 4 and the formula for mechanical advantage is load upon effort, so cross multiply, the relationship is that load is equal to 4 times the effort. So clearly it's a force multiplier, because I can lift a load of 4 times the effort applied. But what assumption are we making here? That efficiency is 100%, which is true only when these three conditions are satisfied. So please write these three assumptions in the answer. Next, the 10th sum. The 10th sum is IMP. A block and tackle system has a velocity ratio 3. Draw a diagram. Now this diagram is not there in the textbook, but it's a similar diagram, similar to this one. But instead of 5, we have 3 pulley systems. So 2 will be fixed and 1 will be movable. It's a very simplified version. You can draw like that. Notice how they are all along the same axis. The inner circles are always smaller. Strings are always tangential and drawn with a ruler compulsorily. So since the number of pulleys is odd, we start from the lower hook. I can see that 3 strands of the tackle or string are supporting the load. Effort is always equal to T, but load is equal to 3T out here. Now they've asked what is the maximum load he can lift. First of all, velocity ratio is 3 and efficiency is given as 60%. So we can first calculate the mechanical advantage, which is 1.8. And mechanical advantage is load upon effort. The effort is given in the question as 200 kgf. So we can find the load as 360 kgf. Next, they want the distance that the load can move. Well, always the displacement or the distance the load can move is equal to displacement or distance moved by the effort in case of a single fixed pulley. But here, since the velocity ratio is 3, it means it's a force multiplier, not a speed multiplier. The speed will become less. So using the formula, I see that the load will be lifted only 20 centimeters. So if you pull the effort by 60 centimeters, the load will be lifted by only 20 centimeters. The speed has been decreased, but that's okay. At least we are able to lift the heavy load with a lesser effort.
Hi students, this is AJ sir. If you like this video, press the like button. If you would like to enroll for my online test series or online lectures, email me or message me on Instagram. Check the description for more information.